Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to make progress in your healing? Like you're putting in the effort, but nothing is changing fast enough. Or maybe you've pushed yourself too hard, only to crash and to feel even worse than before. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Know that there is a better way. Today, I want to share with you one of the most important lessons I've learned in my own healing journey and in guiding my clients through theirs. And it's this: lasting change doesn't come from big dramatic leaps. It comes from small, sustainable steps taken consistently over time. And this isn't just wishful thinking. It's backed by how our brain actually rewires itself through self-directed neuroplasticity. When we're dealing with chronic illness, pain, or anxiety, there's often a deep urgency to fix things. We want results now. So we try to push harder, do more, make big changes all at once, hoping this will finally be the thing that works. But here's what happens. The limbic system, the part of your brain that governs survival and emotional regulation, perceives drastic change as a potential threat. If you suddenly change too much, forcing yourself into a strict routine, eliminating everything stressful from your life overnight, or pushing your body past its limits, your brain goes into protection mode. Instead of rewiring, it doubles down on old patterns because it doesn't feel safe. This is why big changes often lead to burnout, frustration, or even symptom flares. It's not because you're failing. It's because your nervous system isn't designed to shift that way. So if big changes don't work, what does? Small, consistent steps. This is how we build resilience, both in the brain and in the body. Think about it like this. If you wanted to get stronger, you wouldn't start by lifting the heaviest weights possible. You begin with something light, something your body can handle, and then gradually increase over time. Neural retraining works the same way. Each time you make a small, manageable shift, whether it's noticing a moment of gratitude, redirecting a negative thought, or practicing self-compassion, you're sending a message to your brain. Hey, it's safe to do things differently. Over time, these small moments accumulate, and before you know it, you're operating from a whole new set of patterns. I often tell my clients, small wins are the building blocks of change. And the best part? They're sustainable. They don't lead to burnout or to setbacks because they work with your nervous system, not against it. So how do we put this into practice? Here are 3 simple ways to start building resilience through small incremental steps. First, choose one small shift at a time. Instead of overhauling everything at once, pick just one small change. Maybe it's adding a 30-second breathing pause before meals. Maybe it's swapping one self-critical thought for a kinder one. Maybe it's stepping outside for a moment of fresh air. The key is to keep it so small that it feels doable, even on your hardest days. Second, celebrate every small win. Most of us are conditioned to only celebrate the big achievements, but the brain actually learns best through reinforcement. So when you make a small shift, acknowledge it. Smile to yourself and say, that was a good choice. Or even journal about it. This helps your brain to recognize that what you're doing is safe and it's working, which makes it easier to keep going. And third, be patient with the process. Healing isn't a straight line. There will be days when you feel like you're making progress, and then days when it feels like nothing is happening. That's normal. But every time you choose a small step, you're moving forward, even if you can't see it yet. Trust that these choices are adding up in ways that you might not realize yet. So if you just take one thing from today's video, let it be this. You don't have to push or force or overhaul your life to heal. You just need to start where you are and take one small step at a time, and that's enough. Now I'd love to hear from you. What's one small step that you can take today to support your healing? Drop it in the comments below, and let's encourage each other on this journey. And if this video resonated with you, I invite you to subscribe for more guidance on neural retraining and creating a life of wellness and resilience. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.